reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Mayfield now from the 50. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Muhammad Wilkerson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
I know he ain't got it.
Throwing on second down. Mayfield. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. From the gun, Mayfield. Flushed out right. This is the tight end, Njoku. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up.
Play fake to Balaj. Now Rosen. Nowhere to escape. Sack number 16 on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And now it's Rosen looking. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Rosen off the play action. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Rosen will throw. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Eric Rowe.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now it's Rosen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 26 and a first down. Rosen now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rosen. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Mike, 53.
Now Rosen looking to throw. He hits his running back, Jay Ajayi. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 18.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the red zone now, here's Rosen on first down. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Michael Gallup, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Go!
Mayfield off the play fake. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And the Browns, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Let's go. We got this. We got this.
A 1st down throw from Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
That's the way.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Got an open man. That's DmDeebo's, the tight end. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
That's another Browns 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Mayfield now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. He gets away from one. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. To throw, Mayfield. And an alley to run. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a 1st. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Christian Wilkins in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Mayfield. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
You got
7 yards on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Check! 180!
52 is the mark. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. So on 4th down, out comes the Browns kicker, Austin Seibert. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Seibert able to knock this one through. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They go play action. It's Rosen. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to keep it here. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
Here's Rosen to throw. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Balaj. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
53, check 53. Yeah, let's go sack lunch.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now Landry. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Baker Mayfield, as a rookie, 3 times he led the Browns back to victory in the fourth quarter. What can he do here in year number 2? Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
A give running right is Chubb. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On the carry, it's Chubb. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 35 on second down, Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 20-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Mayfield able to get this one to his tight end, Njoku.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Here's Rosen. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Now Rosen. Oh, Rosen is stripped to the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And Rosen's actually going to throw it here. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. It's third down and 13.
Mike.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. It's complete to Graham. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. So we had action to the very end of this one, the score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know, some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for Miami, they move back over 500 now at 6-5, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8, and they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz.